J.R. McIntyre, Dr. J.R. McIntyre. We are live on LinkedIn and live right now on YouTube right now on the Motivators Table. Yes, we are live right now. Tell all your viewers, all your family, all your friends to tap in and let them know that we are live. Thank you for just showing up today. Thank you for being accountable. Thank you for just being part of the Motivators Table and just sitting down. And today we got a huge guest. We got a huge guest today. And right now, I just want to let you guys know that we are powered by, you know what I'm saying? Powered by.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Yes, thank you, Riverside, for giving us the chance to just tap in on your platform and spread our wealth. And thank you, Los Angeles Tribune, for giving me the ball and run with, for signing me to your podcast. I appreciate you. But right now, we're pulling up a seat with Miss Anna Marie at the table, at the Motivators Table. What's going on, Anna Marie? Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, good morning. Good morning to you. Actually, my day is fantastic. It's usually the same, but
Yes.
today is a little more special. And you changed that. That was you
Yep.
about 15, 20 minutes ago when
Oh,
I received
wow.
your message.
Oh, thank you. Tell
I
tell me
know.
how did that change you, and tell me who you are, and then tell me how did that change you?
Okay. So, everyone on social media knows me as either Carmela Sylvia or Anna Mill Silvio because I write books.
Yes.
I write two different, very different book series. But my real name is Annamarie Malave. Originally from New York in the house. But I moved to Florida about 20 years ago and made a life here in healthcare. I worked as an administrator for many years. I worked skilled, I worked assisted living, group homes, everything, you name it, always the caregiver, always wanting to be part of helping someone. So I am here in Florida now. I actually live out in Beverly Hills. And I presently work for the French Chateau of Odessa. It's a little shout out to them. I owe them big. Sharif Smith is the owner of the French Chateau of Odessa. And she actually, Dr. Day, she gave me an opportunity because I do have a story.
Let's
She
go.
gave me an opportunity through Hope Services, which is out of Lakeland, Florida. And Hope Services, a shout out to them, but they work with intellectual and physical disabilities and getting people who have these concerns back into the workforce or into the workforce. Now, of course, they paired me with Sharif, and she gave me an opportunity, and I've been with her now 3 years
Okay, that's good. Hey,
back in the workforce. Mhm.
yes.
After leaving the workforce in 2020 because of health issues that challenged me and put me in the direction of having to go on disability, and I could no longer be that person in the workforce, and I had to reinvent myself, and I thought I have to do something. My body may challenge me, but my mind is still quite active.
Right, right.
And I worked with Hope Services years ago, bringing folks into where my establishment was. So I joined them, and they are incredible. They
Yes.
paired me correctly with Sharif, and we are on this journey with the French Chateau of Odessa. We're actually a luxury Airbnb, a vacation rental, and event space. And everything else. I'm her virtual assistant. I'm her event planner, which we have an event coming up. Can I say March 13th?
Oh yeah. Well,
Can I
before you
say
talk
this?
about that,
Yeah.
let's. I want you to tell the world who you were when you was a child, your inner child. I like to hit on that first. You know what I'm saying? So tell the world who
Well,
you were as a child. I'm gonna spotlight you.
okay. So if my nickname gives you any indication, my mother and father used to call me Good Time Charlie. I have three others. I had three sisters, and I was the one who was the get up and go. If there was something to do, or sometimes trouble to get into, that was me. Loved life, grabbed it, and ran with it as fast as I could. Um, I was active in different groups. I painted, very artistic, writing, painting, sculpture, anything that was creative. But at 15, I realized I really wanted to give back. I wanted to do something. I loved people. I love them. And I started working for an organization. My late sister was a special ed teacher, and I joined the summer program working with children with different challenges. And my career took off from there. I just had such a passion and love for others, especially others who are in need. I don't know if that's the caregiver in me, the nurturer in me, the mother in me, since, I'm a mom of one. I mean,
Right.
she's 38, but not a baby, but still. Um, and it just launched me into a career for giving back. And healthcare that was my chosen field.
And I love that because that's what I want to hit on. I want to let the world know why did you come on the motivators table? Why did I choose you? Because you are a giver. You are a caregiver at heart.
Yeah.
Before you were hired to do any job, God appointed you to be a caregiver and love on people. Your spirit. I'm gonna tell you something, chat, and new followers and old followers and people that are just tuning in right now. Miss Annamarie, her spirit, if you haven't met her before, it radiates through the text messages, through the phone calls, through the DMs, through everything. She is so pure at heart. She just want to make sure that you are okay. Thank you for just making me feel welcome because it's hard to navigate being yourself through this life coaching space and motivational speaking and transitioning and let people know like people think that motivation is a be all do all. It's not, it's just the first step. But if you live your life accordingly, people will get inspired. And I'm not trying to inspire everybody. I'm just trying to inspire the people that want to get inspired, if you understand what I mean. So I appreciate you for you know what I'm saying? Your wittiness and your just caregiverness and just to be accountable on who you are and figure out that hey, at an early age, you found out how to activate your gift. And that's your gift. It's just being a caregiver. Can you tell me more about how, I always go around and ask people, people ask us when we were small, what do you want to be when you grow up? But I'm asking you, how did you activate your gift? And now you are a caregiver. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. And I really do think it started back when I had my first job. I was 15. I worked full time and went to school full time, 15 years old. Things you can't do like that today because
Right.
of, the way, we work, but I worked full time. So I've always been a hard worker, always challenged myself, but always wanted to do something to help others. I have a very tender heart. Everyone will tell you I have this big, tender, soft, mushy heart. And it just hurts me to see anyone suffering or anyone who's struggling. And if I can do something, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I, as a person, as an individual, why shouldn't we all try to help each other? We should be building each other up. And once I started working in this classroom with the children, it spiraled. I was going to school full time, psychology. Again, anything with the person, anything with the mind, anything to help. I guess, was born with that kind of heart, and it just grew. And to this day, even though I don't work in healthcare any longer, if someone should call, I always give the advice. If I have the knowledge, share it and let them have the opportunity to use it to make life a little easier. Why not? Why not be that person to do those things for others? I'm the gentle heart. I'm the girl that stops for, animals running loose or stuck in the road, the turtles in the road, or people who are challenged and need that cup of coffee or need a few dollars. It's not something I can easily do and just pass by and see someone in need. I've been like this since I was a child, taking in strays and people. I would bring them to the house, and I would take in people too. And my parents they were wonderful and indulgent because I think my dad and mom had the same kind of heart. So that is just carried on. I'm in my 60s, so
Wow.
it's just carried through. I know. Hard to
I like,
believe 60 some years have passed.
wow, you look 21. You look
But
21. Yeah.
oh, I'm going to take that compliment because they are
Yes,
far few between. Nobody
definitely.
thinks I'm 21. I think I'm
Yes,
20. My mind is 21.
definitely. You are
I think I'm
21.
invincible and I can do anything.
You can't do anything. You are doing anything. So I appreciate you. And you know what? Let's talk about this big heart because it's two sides to that. You know, my father has a big heart, and I have a book coming out, A Good Heart Don't Pay Bills. And it shows
Don't
the
pay
other
bills, I
side
know.
of just giving and giving and giving. And there's no more else to give, and people take advantage of that. So let's talk about the other side of how you, on the other side of that ugly, how people have taken advantage of your good heart. Let's talk about that.
It has happened. Again, I am so tenderhearted. If someone comes to me with a story, I feel impelled to help. And it has cost me financially. It has. I'm the first to say I have made some choices that really weren't the best, but my heart was in the right place. But you're right, those choices didn't pay my bills. They paid someone else's, and unfortunately, a lesson learned. It took me many lessons because I just always want to believe the good in everything and everyone. But some of those choices have hurt me financially,
Right.
absolutely. And has it stopped me? It's made me a little more aware. And maybe I take an extra 10 or 15 seconds to say, should I be doing this?
Right. Right.
But I still go ahead. I think people know me by now that know, just maybe it's just the way I carry myself or the way I interact. I don't know, but they have come to me and maybe not with a genuine heart and
Right.
have, maybe gotten one over on me, but I'm good. I know in my heart that I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
I know it, God knows it, and I can't take responsibility for someone else's actions, only my own. And I
Right.
will always try to be that person to help.
Exactly. And I love
I
that
think
because
that's why I'm here.
you have that good spirit too. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. And that's why you at the motivators table because in your own right, you motivate people. So where do motivators go get motivated? They come right here and sit at the table and we talk about it. And when you get up from this table, you're gonna leave here with so much energy that you can have enough energy for another couple of years to push forward, right? And that's my job. That's what God gave me, my gift to say, you know what, let me impact the people that's impactful. So at the end of the day, you are out here, you're on the front lines and you're giving your energy, your aura, your spirit, your virtual, everything to people. And at the end of the day, sometimes it might seem like it's unnoticed, but we notice. I notice. I see everything. I watch everything. I pay attention to signs, to vibes. I got a lot of. I have in discernment. You know what I'm saying? God bless me with that. So I appreciate you just being who you are and being valuable. You are so valuable, and a lot of people need to know that. Chat. My whole community right now that's going live know that Miss Annamarie is valuable, and what she have is something that a lot of people don't have. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate you for just being human and understanding that a lot of people change when they go through things, but you remain the same. You have a good heart and you're still ready to help and give. You know, let's talk about everything you do for your community.
Beautiful. I'm almost going to cry. Thank you for that. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. And I feel the same about you. And it was by chance, I came across you on LinkedIn and I was posting for the French Chateau, and there you were. And I was like, I had something drew me to you. And I was like, I have to hear this man. I have to see what he's about. And I started watching, I binge watched your
Yeah.
podcast. I started just binge watching because
Yeah.
your word was so powerful. There's something about you that was so warm and real. And it drew me right in. And I was like, I have to know this man. And that's how it originally started, was just through one, you had a post up and I was like, I have to just click
Yeah.
it. It was just like, it was like a force, just click it. And I binge watched, well, you'll see, because I like all your videos and your TikToks and your
Yeah.
YouTubes. And I'm the one who's liking to share them, and because they're so
I appreciate
powerful.
it. Thank you so much. That means a
You
lot to
you
me.
have a gift from God. You have a gift, and it touched me to the point where that's when I wanted to ask you, could you come and be that inspiration, be that voice, be that story because your story is so amazing. But I had to have that connection with you. That's why I guess I'm a little bit relentless. I kept at you and at you. But it
It's
was
okay.
because it was so important. And it, like I said, it was almost this force stronger than me. I'm like, I have to speak to this man
Right.
because he is the real deal. He will change lives. And aren't we supposed to help each other?
We are.
So it
We
didn't
are.
hurt to ask you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me because um, when I started to build myself up in my platform, before I had any platform, I had to speak life into myself. I was going through um, another hard time in my life. I've been through so many as a child, and then war, and then
Right.
after retiring from the military, I went bankrupt, and I thought that I had it all put together. And this one hurt a lot more because it was my baby. I built something
Right.
from scratch, and um, I did it for veterans, and I did it for people that were struggling. I did it for people who didn't have um, people that like security business. I can have people work security and they just got out of prison, just like truck drivers. So I was putting on
Right.
for a lot of people. When I went down, nobody showed up for me. Um, they repoed my car, they took my house, like all these things I went through, and I almost went through suicide ideation for the fourth time. And this is after my healing and ayahuasca and bufo and just trying to just be accountable for myself. And God was like, now speak life into yourself. And I started to speak life into myself via my pastor. He said, put it online. And I did that. And I created over 1,000 some videos, and it went viral. And just telling my story and just telling people, yeah, before you Google me, I'm going to tell you how to get in front of your ugly. I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm going to tell you exactly so you don't have to, 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 to even go get that. I'm going to show exactly who I am and why I do it, why I do what I do. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you get in front of your ugly and you let people know these are my mistakes, then people don't have no firepower to think that they have some kind of criticism against you. So when I started to tell people, I was embarrassed of my mother dying of AIDS in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. I was that child that experienced his mother going through all of the steps, and then at the very end, she was bedridden. I was that child that experienced his mom abusing crack cocaine, living on Skid Row, going to 12-step programs with her, trying to get her life to get back together, seeing his uncles, all his family members go through that trial and tribulation, and then still trying to find a way out of that situation. So when I thought I had it figured out, then I went through war, and I thought that, okay, maybe I can get this anger out of my mother passing by joining the military, and they send your boy right to war. And I experienced so much stuff that I thought I would never see. I only saw on TV or only probably cartoons and stuff like that. Lost a lot of friends, 25 friends to be exact, in the war. And I dealt with that PTSD and TBI, and I dealt with the regrets, and I dealt with suicide. I dealt with 77 days inpatient. People see me now and it's like, oh, he's well put together, but you don't know how hard it took me to get here and stay here. Right? Every day I wake up and tell myself I'm the number one motivational speaker in the world. I'm valuable. I am wealthy. I'm healthy. I'm grateful. I tell myself every day because it gets hard, because who motivates the motivators, right? Like they look to me to
Right.
pour that information, but not knowing I got a real life. My nephew right now is serving 80 years in prison for things that I felt like I could have helped him with, but I was serving my time in the military. So sometimes I find myself at fault. So I'm at a crossroads sometimes, but God says just keep pushing on. So when I get true friends like you and fans that binge watch and see my life and see that I just want to be pure.
Do.
I want to be like nobody else. So I appreciate you. That means a lot to me.
Well, you mean a lot to me and to all your followers, not just me, but I was so touched by the words that you said and your story. And thank you for your service and all that you have done and continue to do for others. This is a person I want to know. This is a person that has a beautiful heart and has been through challenges. And we've all been through different things. Mine was later in life. It was in my late 50s when I became disabled. And it's not an ugly word, it is a word. And I am physically challenged, and I can't do and live the things I wanted to live. So I thought at the time this happened. and I had to step away from a very good career, and it was a challenge. It was difficult. My body was fighting with me. My mind was saying, "Yes, you can go, go, go," and my body's like, "Oh no, girl, you need to sit down. You need to use a walker. You need to use a scooter. You need to do things that I didn't want to do." And I felt like I was in a world that didn't cater to that. And I worked healthcare, so having challenges, the world is equipped with it. But in my mind, for my body, it was very frustrating to even get up, go to the car. I still drive and do everything myself, everything, um, slowly and sometimes with discomfort, but I do it because I refuse to give up. I probably Oh my goodness, I've probably seen over maybe 100, 150 doctors, always trying to see what we can do to improve and make it better. What can I do? I do a lot of praying. I do a lot of praying. And I question a lot of things. Life, you are still valuable, even though you have maybe physical challenges. You can still have quality of life. I just reinvented myself. I just showed how resilient I was. I put a book out, Becoming Me Again,
I love that.
and I wanted to share my story with others because if I could touch just one person's heart, and or help them understand that life doesn't stop because you've been faced with this challenge. Work around it, go over it, go under it, go through it, but do it. You're going to be so happy that you did. And I still have life and love and accomplishment and work in it. The story's not even done yet. There's more to be written. There's
Ladies,
more to be written. So I motivate myself the way you motivate yourself and others. I feel like I needed to try to inspire because of you. Your words are powerful, and I know that, and you probably hear it from thousands of people, but know personally for me, they are so powerful. It made me put a book out, and I'm writing the second part to it.
wow.
But your words and your story have pushed me even harder. I am working so hard to do and live life to its fullest because I love it so much. But you were part of that inspiration. I felt like I had to say those words to you and say thank you. Thank you is not even enough.
Right.
I wish there was something more I could do to show my appreciation. I mean, you're coming to the French Chateau in March on the 13th.
Let's talk
Is
about it.
going to be quite the evening.
Let's talk about it.
Quite the evening.
Can you tell
Yes,
the
let's.
viewers and live, tell them about that event that's happening in March.
So March 13th, we are having an event with Dr. JR at the French Chateau of Odessa. And I was relentless. I kept texting you and sending you messages. I know I was. I think he's probably saying, "Oh, let me just answer this girl because she's not going to stop." But that's how important I felt it was. I work with a lot of young businesses, young entrepreneurs, people who we all share the same struggles when starting a new business, or if we're going through something and trying to keep our business afloat. I think I need to do something for these folks. Over the past year or so, I have connected with a lot of business owners, and I think we all seem to be having the same challenges. And I think there has to be something. We need to feel inspired because sometimes their words, I could see that they were struggling. And so, what can we do? And that's when it dawned on me, ask you to come speak, come turn that pain into profit. Come, I was like, to purpose. I was like, this is the man I need to have. And you graciously said yes to me. I honestly almost fainted. I was like, oh my God, he said yes. When I called my boss, Sharif, the employer, and I was like, you're not going to guess who in a million years who I have to be the keynote speaker. He's coming to the French Chateau. I was like, don't guess, I'm just going to tell you. So I told her, and
Yeah.
she's like, Annamarie. I was like, I know, I'm relentless. She's like, you didn't bother him, did you? I was like, no, no. I was like, I just requested his presence. I was like, and I'm so excited, and I will do everything to pack the house. And we're a small boutique event space, so we do 50. So that
Yeah.
is our limit. But I'm almost there. So bet your bottom dollar I'm going to continue on and get the word out because I think it's so important. People realize it's important. I just feel like I want to do this again to give back to business owners and friends and family who have helped myself, who've helped Sharif, who've helped the French Chateau. I need to do something to help them.
Right.
And here you were, you said yes.
Yes.
You actually, I couldn't believe it. I don't know if the world knows. You're doing this. I know how busy you are. I follow your page, so I know.
You
But to
see, yeah.
take time out to drive to Odessa, Florida, to
Yeah.
drive over to speak to everyone, they want to talk to you, they want to see you, they want to hear you. That was huge. And I'm not sure if everyone understands what a big deal that is. It's a big deal to have you, and it's
Definitely.
going to be so memorable. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited. Well, you probably do because you get my little messages. I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
Um, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just really wish there was something I could do for you, for anyone that you know. If there's something,
You,
ask because
you
I
already
do want
doing
to
it.
help.
No, you already doing it, and we appreciate you. This is why we sit at the motivators table because at the end of the day, the world needs to know people like you, and the world needs to understand that hey, you know what, this is um this is my gift. And sometimes you don't know who you impacted till people say it, and sometimes people won't say it because perception of how they view you. And to me, the reason why that I wanted to do my virtual podcast all this year is to reach more people, because if I can reach more people and people can see the reach that I have, and understand that hey, this is not just for my community, this is for everybody. Like, I'm unfiltered. Like, either you love it or you like it, I don't care. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what God put on my heart, and I appreciated that it expanded. And I, like I said, I can't wait to come March 13th. I can't wait to just shake the room up and let the
So
business owners
excited.
know. Yes, I'm a business consultant. I got my master's in business and my doctorate in business, and I know business. I know the failures. I know what it looks like. I know how to understand the language. So I can't wait to talk to them business owners and fire them up and let them know, hey, just keep going. It takes about 10,000 hours for you to perfect your craft, and keep going and understand that hey, within them hours, gonna be trials and tribulations, and if you
Right.
don't quit, you're gonna see the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? And the other side is when you wake up in the morning and you love what you do. Some people go to work and they hate what they do, and you don't want to be that person. You want to love what you do. You want to use your gift to activate the other gifts in that person that God gave you. That's how you spread your wealth. God gave me this gift, this baritone, this voice, to get on the stage and understand people. And when I talk to people, I activate their gift and let them know they are special. So I appreciate you. And let's get into the next part of that. What you're doing for the community is very big out there in Odessa. You and Miss um Cherie just doing this for,
Cherie.
yeah, well, for the community is big. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, she is an incredible person. So Cherie, here's your shout out for me. She's a
Cherie.
lifesaver.
Yeah.
She's a lifesaver. She changed my life. She works with Hope Services and gave me an opportunity. And she's a business owner. She owns a few businesses. Again, has seen the struggle. She's originally from Jamaica, moved to New York. I can tell her story.
Okay.
Um, and she has developed these businesses, worked hard, raised a son. I mean, she's just a strong, incredible woman. I have the utmost respect and love for her. I love her. I know she's my employer, but I love her. I love her like a sister. She is just a good person, and she's always giving back. So you have two givers doing this. Um, so she saw a need also That's why we started doing these mixers, these networking, trying to help other men and women be inspired, be supported. Do you need support? She's done so much with even offering the venue, and just an incredible human being. I can't say enough, but she has given me the opportunity to create situations for others, and I don't take that lightly. That's why when I came to her about having you as a keynote speaker, she thought it was incredible. I say, this is a real opportunity. I say, we need to just get the word out. We're going to help others. Again, we both have that kind of heart. What can we do for you? What can we do to assist you? It's, and it's just feels, it's such a sense of just a good feeling. It's just so rewarding. And it's honestly going to be something that I feel the guests are going to walk away feeling inspired, and maybe um, reinvent something that they're doing
Right.
and feel supported. I mean, your words are powerful.
Definitely.
They are. And you inspire through what you've been through. People can relate when somebody's been through something maybe similar, or exactly the same, and they need to have that connection. So I don't know who we're going to touch, because I don't know everyone's personal story, only what they've shared, but I feel you are the person. Your word is going to change lives that night. We are going to go live on social media and try to, for folks who cannot make it, um, because it is only, it's limited seating, but we really want to try to get the word out. And again, the blessing that the French Chateau has to have you as a keynote speaker, it's there's no words. I cannot thank you enough. I don't know how to thank you, and I want to thank you for
Yes.
doing this.
No, I
It's
appreciate.
incredible. What you do is incredible.
No, thank you. This is what we do.
You
I want to
you
be able to go out and just spread my gift and tell Miss Anna Marie and yourself that when you guys are looking at next quarter and the next 90 to 120 days, let's suggest this. Let's suggest me trying to come back every quarter. And so the people that couldn't fit in, we get another 50 people that can come in and then come back again, and then let's redo it next year. So I'm willing to do this every quarter for you, and then let's book me for it every quarter, and then next year, so I can put it in my calendar. Because if you touch 50 out of 50 out of 50, they're gonna tell somebody else. So, and we could talk about different topics and other things like that. It doesn't have to correlate to always to business. We could talk about mental health. We could talk strategies. We could talk analysis. We could talk everything. We could just have a discussion, panel discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love that. Oh my God. See, a gift again today. This
Yes.
is a fabulous day. Every day is fabulous, but this is particularly fabulous day.
Definitely.
That would be amazing. I know she would be so appreciative if she was live with us. She
Yes.
would be so appreciative. And I know the guests are going to be thrilled. And what a you are so generous. You're such a kind, generous man, and I appreciate everything that you're doing. Again, I can't say thank you enough, and I want to do something for you. I'll
Yes.
think of something. I will think of something on my own,
Yes.
to do for you. I might have an idea,
Okay.
um, but I can't say words are not enough, but my actions will be. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. If you keep doing what you're doing, so my actions will speak. I
Definitely.
will be giving and helping and assisting and nurturing and caring, because everyone deserves that. And
Everybody
if I
does.
have the knowledge, why not share it?
Exactly. And you're so kind, and I
I
appreciate it.
know.
Thank you for just showing up, and this is a session where we go and we pour into you. So, I want you to understand what we do right now is we call it the pour into me session right now. I want you to hold up your hand with an empty cup in your hand. It's empty. Make sure it's an imaginary cup, and hold it up. And
Okay.
I want you to understand, make sure you turn that cup upside down and pour out anything that's in that cup right now. Let's do that right now. Now hold it back up.
It's up.
Now I want to tell you right now, soak this in right now. Close your eyes. You special. And God got something special coming for you. And your words are not unnoticed. I noticed, the world knows, and you're touching somebody. Do not stop what you're doing. Please don't stop that. Understand what you're doing and take advantage of that situation. God only made only one you, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You have activated your gift since you was a little girl of being a caregiver, and you're doing it right now. And Miss Annamarie, shout out to her. And we love you, and I'm proud of you. And thank you for bringing me into your circle. Thank you for your ears opening to understand who I am, and thank you for just taking the time to love on this little boy that I've been hurt since I was a little boy, and I covered it up and I masked it and I tried to create other diversions to say, you know what? There's no other way. But God said, let the world know you're ugly. Get in front of your ugly. And you took the time to get in front of your ugly. And now look at your beautiful soul and your beautiful spirit. You are touching everybody in your community, and continue to do what you're doing. Many are called and few are chosen. And I would tell you this: faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You are doing it. So don't think that you're not touching somebody. You're touching somebody, and let's get on the horn with Miss Anna Marie, and let's figure this out. How I can come back every quarter, and if I can give back to you and show you, that's the love I can give right there. That's all I need. I just need ability to give, to show out my gift, because if I keep this to myself, then I'm not doing what God want me to do for me. I have to give it out. So let's continue. Let me pour into you. Hold your cup. I hope it's filling up. I hope it's enough love in that cup for you to take it and you can finish out this week, this month, this year. It's 2026. You made it here. Love on yourself. Understand who you are. You are a beautiful soul and a beautiful person. And don't never forget that, okay? Never forget that.
I won't.
Yes.
I
And
won't. Oh my God. Thank you.
yes. That's my point
Thank
to
you
you.
for those beautiful words.
Yes, that's what we do here. This is real. This is the motivators table. This ain't no gimmick. This is live. This is LinkedIn. This is YouTube. It's going on Spotify and Apple. Shout out to Los Angeles Tribune. This is what I do. Way before I was getting paid to do this, I've been doing this because I saw my dad. My dad was a bishop. Both my grandfathers were ministers, and I didn't think I can hold a candle to them. And God, when I went at my lowest, God was like, "You ready to do what I told you to do?" And that was become a speaker. And I didn't know that because I was running away. I thought it was corny. But now I know I can do it as me, as a hood motivator. This year I graduate with my doctorate in business. Who would have known? I didn't know I was going to even make it this far out the hood. I didn't know I was going to make it this far out the military, out of combat. 3 tours in Iraq, losing 25 friends, Bronze Star in combat. I'm not boasting or bragging. I just made it here, going through entrepreneurship, failing and being ridiculed online. And now look at me here. So I appreciate you and thank you for just being who you are and standing steadfast in your movement. You're doing it. Don't ever with the we both deal with disabilities. That's our superpower. Ignited. That's the cape we wear. I got PTSD, TBI. I don't care what people say about me. I don't care that I got a short fuse. I don't care that I got anxiety. Guess what? That is my superpower because when I get on the stage, boom, I light it up. This is who I am. No apologies. This is right here, unapologetic. I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And we love you. Don't ever think that people ain't watching you. We watching you. You know what I'm saying? And they said, be careful who you entertain. The Bible says you might be entertaining angels unawarely. And you definitely got my attention, and I appreciate it. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to let the world know how we can find the French Chateau, find your page on LinkedIn, find all the social medias, and let them know what's coming in the near future.
Okay. So the French Chateau of Odessa is, thank God, in Odessa. We're out on Tarpon Springs Road. You can find us on all social media platforms, or you can go to our webpage at www.frenchchateaugetaway.com. It'll show you the vacation rental and the event space. Beautiful, sits on 2 acres, very accommodating to anyone's needs because the event space accommodates 50 and the Airbnb sleeps 10. So family, friends can come have a party, a family gathering, or just enjoy each other. Uh, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, all of them. We're on everything. I do all the social media, and we probably belong to maybe 15, 2,000 groups. So you will always see the word out about the French Chateau of Odessa, or under Sharif Smith, who is the owner and operator. Um, Find us. I'll follow you. I do. I cross my heart. I follow everyone who has left a comment or is asked for a little bit of promotion to share their story in their page. So we want to partner. We want to be family. We want to be friends. We want to be there for each other. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's
We're
what we
supposed
supposed
to be helping each other. And your words touched me to the point where my eyes, everything is leaking. I'm trying to
to.
wipe my tears because it really did hit home.
Thank you. I appreciate
Kind
you.
words.
Yes. Thank you. And that's what we're here to do. Can you leave my audience and your new followers and your new listeners in my chat with something special that's been on your heart that God laid on your heart?
God lays something on my heart every day. And don't stop. Keep going. Believe in yourself. Resilience, rebuild, rejuvenate, whatever you have to do. You can do it. I just use me as an example, use you as an example, use the people around you, because you don't really know what goes on in someone's life. But don't give up on yourself. Be your own advocate. Fight for what you want. Figure out a way to do it. Go around it, go under it, go over it, but do it. Live life to the fullest.
I love that. And I appreciate you
I
for, just coming on my podcast and understanding who you are. And that's why I sit you down at the motivators table, is to make sure when you leave this table, you leave rejuvenated. You understand who you are. You do what you got to do. You're special. You know what I'm saying? And this segment of my podcast is called The Cow or the Bull. There's two animals that distinctly knows when trial and tribulations is coming in. A storm is coming. These animals know. They know a storm is coming. And when a storm starts to come, which one are you going to be, the cow or the bull? The cow continues to run from their generational curses. They start to run from every problem. They don't address it. The cow runs, and the storm continues and continues to chase them for years and years. But the bull turns around and says, you know what, I can face my problems, my disabilities, my the haters, everybody that's coming against you. I can face it and I can turn around. I can go through the eye of the storm, because when you get through that eye of the storm, you tell your story. You get in front of your ugly, and when you get through that eye of that storm, you have an example, so you can take that back to your tribe and say, you know what? Everybody hits these trials and tribulations, these storms, these hurricanes, these typhoons, all these things. But let me show you how to get it out. I became the cow a couple of years. I was a cow a long time ago. I'm the bull right now. And right now I'm on my stage telling everybody how to get in front of their ugly. And I appreciate you for just coming online and just telling us your story and being vulnerable and being present and being human, because a lot of people get on these podcasts and they don't believe anything they're talking about. They just want to talk. And right now everybody has a mic and has a camera, and their rhetoric is off. I challenge all these speakers, all these motivational speakers and life coaches to live and be the example that you want other people to be. Stop selling them products that you can't get yourself. Give them the same example that you want to give yourself. If you're not going to take that same water, don't make them drink that water. If you're not going to walk down that road, or you never walk down that road, don't do it. I have a saying: I can't sell you a Mercedes or a Lamborghini if I never owned one. I can't tell you nothing about that car
yeah.
because I never even test drove it. So I am out here telling these people and telling my crowd and telling the chat and my community and the motivators table and the motivators, hey, only things that I experienced, I can tell you what I've been through and how to get through that and how to get through your ugly. We did that today with you, Miss Anna Marie. We appreciate you. And let Cherie know, let's get up with a schedule so we can put together this quarter, every quarter for 2026, so I can come back and bless that. And also tell her, offline, and I'm going to tell this to my community, I want to put together a motivators retreat, and I would love to get a package to see how much the Airbnb and the event places cost. Because once a year, I would love to do my retreat there. Somebody told me, Jr., do a retreat, do a weekend retreat. I'm putting together that. I just didn't have a location. It sounds like your location is going to be an exact spot. I will come see it in March, but let her know. If she says that if you want to do something for me, let me know the prices and let's figure this thing out. And I appreciate you.
Oh, dear. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. I'm so blessed. I just feel so blessed to be here with you, to have connected with you. See, it's always worth taking a chance and asking and
Yes,
reaching out. It was that one click to watch one of your videos, and it just changed my life.
and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
this morning,
you.
thank you for just coming online and just being yourself. And thank you. Do you want to leave the community, the motivators table, with anything else before we get off the air?
Follow Dr. JR. It will change your life. And share his word, share his videos, share his social media. Come to the event March 13th. Um, you are a blessing. And you've truly touched my heart. I guess I'm trying not to cry and I'm wiping my face and my nose, but it's
Yeah.
genuine. I am a very tender heart, very
Yes.
tender.
Yes.
Um, but you are just an amazing person. And I feel so blessed that I get to know you now.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And
And I
I'm
have
proud.
something in mind. I already thought about what I'm going to do for you. You'll
Okay.
see March 13th.
I
I got
appreciate
it.
you.
I
Hey,
do.
thank you so much.
But
Hey,
thank you.
thank you, motivators. Motivators, mount up. This is what we do. We understand. We get on here. We motivate the unmotivated, the people that need motivated. You know, you out here. You need your power up, your energy level. This is what we do. Motivators, mount up. I appreciate you, Motivators Table. The Hood Motivator presents the Motivators Table podcast. Thank you, Los Angeles Tribune. Thank you, Riverside, for allowing me to get on your platform. And I see you guys later. Boom.